Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome from Whitley Bay. I'm Adam Matman, and I'll be your commentator for this game between the Whitley Bay Beacons and the Queen Bees, formerly of Bracknell. The Beacons will be in high spirits, having clinched their first win of the season last week down in Hull. In fact, their first ever win at Elite League level. And they'll be looking to build on that this afternoon and try and chalk up their first ever home win. As the team huddle's just going through the final pre-match ritual. They looked fired up before the game in their sort of the warm up if you like, in the corridors. Both teams, I'm sure, will be taking it extremely seriously because of, everything that it now counts for. It's a business end of the season, if you like, in terms of the final stretch. The toughest games for the Beacons are certainly out the way in the respect that they've played Solihull 4 times this season now, and it's games against the like of the Queen Bees and Kingston where they really need to have to make sure that they bring home the points. Steph Towns will start off as always with Abby Coulshaw on our left wing, Ruby Newlands on our right. And it looks like it's going to be the number 11, Chrissy Newman, who will take the draw for the Queen Bees, who's recently just got a call-up for the GB team, along with Steph Towns, of course, Abby Coulshaw and Casey Trail for the Beacons. And it's Trail who's on the puck now. Loses her foot in there, just as she was getting ready to clear the zone. Shot coming in from an acute angle. It was... once again, it was Newman who drifted out on the right wing, putting back inside. Trail desperately trying to get it out now. She will. She'll get it past the opponent, trying to close it down, carries it into the zone. And she get the shot away. She'll get it. Well, she will. Tried the backhand flick on the rebound as well, and we're going to get a scrambling stop there. But, it was not an ideal start in terms of how the Beacons would have liked it to have come out from the opening face-off draw. It was they had to defend in their zone, but then once Casey Trout got full possession of it, she went on one of them surging runs forward and almost got the early breakthrough for the home side. We'll get a face-off to the left of the Queen Bees goal as they look at it, won by Becky Kastner-Wood. Becky still with it, dump it in behind the net, gathered in by the Queen Bees. So they were formerly of Bracknell, but with their rink being closed during the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, they've since switched to Slough, which is where they're based now. Danielle Turnbull out on the far boards, trying to get control of it and get it out the zone, but it won't fall for her. And the Queen Bees are going to set something up here, and the shot just flashing wide there. Good opportunity that. And then the follow-up shot comes in, and they'll get the early breakthrough with 1:10 gone on the clock. Just an unfortunate rebound. I think it was a stinging shot came in from distance. Jess Kinghorn couldn't hold on to it, and it was converted. And I'm trying to see who it was who got the final touch. Was it Cartwright, the number 6 perhaps? This is a Queen Bees side which have 5 GB call-ups themselves. So it's a very strong team, even if the position in the league standings doesn't perhaps reflect it. Lovely pass through the centre of the ice to Cartwright out on the right wing. Puts inside, throws near post, and it's crept in behind the back of Jess Kinghorn. And already the Queen Bees have spotted a 2-0 lead with not even 90 seconds on the clock, but a lovely strike from Cartwright. I think it just sniped in behind the back of Jess Kinghorn. I thought she was going near side, but it actually went into the top far corner. And it was a beautiful finish for the visitors. Bit of a problem with the goal there. Casey Trout just trying to fix it, I think, for Jess. She's not happy about something with the goal. We have had problems this season with the goals not sitting in its moorings properly. That's tended to be down the other end of the ice, but it seems to be the cafe end, if you like, which is proving troublesome early on. But a bit of a hole then for the Beacons to climb out of early on here. And it will be back with the Queen Bees, with Hannah Byram carrying it out, the number 2 on the blue line. Marguerite Lafitte, who's a defensive partner. Couldn't quite get it clear. Allows the Beacons back in. It's a shame because that Casey Trail effort, we thought that the Beacons were going to get this strong start, but in actual fact it's the Queen Bees who got 2 very quick goals. You'd have to say 2 clinical finishes, pinpoint accuracy with their shot, which has done the damage. Across onto the near side. Towns tries to get the stick down low to disrupt that pass. It's in behind Rachel Stockdale, but Casey Trail quick to gather that one in. She'll go on a surging run up the near boards. Is it a run when you're skating? I'm not sure, but it's probably the best description I can give right now. Abby Coolshaw is out on the ice. It was her birthday yesterday. She was celebrating. Many happy returns for her. Let's hope she can mark the weekend with a goal or 2. She was got a couple last week down in Hull. Cartwright picks that one off at centre ice. Dumps back in by the Queen Bees. And then Coolshaw sends it around the boards. Over onto the far side though, still with the Queen Bees. Stockdale goes to the puck. To the far side, lovely bit of setup play that from the number 24. It's getting just flashed through. They've given it. It certainly flashed through along the goal line. I'm not sure if it went in or not. Have to see that one back, but it just seemed to get tangled up underneath Jess Kinghorn there, and just couldn't gather it in. And it flashed along the goal line, and the goal judge has given it. Back underway then. And it's going to be the Queen Bees who come out with it deep in their own zone. Sent across nicely. Aldridge will let it pass her by. Picked off though by Jenny Hare, playing it forward there. Picked up on the far side. I think it was Catherine Gale on the left wing. Dumped back in. Whitley will give chase. Becky Casterwood collects out on the right wing boards, trying to get it in towards the crease, but I think it just deflected away by a Queen Bee stick and picked up on the near side, trying to find Cartwright there as the Queen Bees are in the middle of a line change. Danielle Turnbull picks up the loose puck, carries it in, the puck just getting away from her stick though. Had the right idea, trying to carry it in. And back will come the Queen Bees, a big wind-up shot, kick save by Jess, comes back out, but it was a lovely shot coming in by Chrissy Newman once again. Casey Trail digs it out the corner. Although she's pegged back a little bit, she will now get it to Turnbull. Flick by Brengan, just wouldn't quite clear the zone, and then follow-up shot comes in, and Jess will hang on to that one with about 4.5 minutes gone. It's Whitley 0, Queen Bees 3. We'll get a face-off to the left of Jess Kinghorn's goal. Chrissy Newman will take the draw for the Queen Bees, dumps back in, Trail will gather, digs it out the corner. She'll hang on to it. Trying to carry it out the zone, but too many black shirts in the way in the end. Forces her back. Steph Towns will drop back deep to try and help out her team here. Steph with a heads-up play there, trying to pick out Kimberly Brengan, I think, but then the pass wasn't on as there was some coverage there by the Queen Bees forwards. Trail flips it out wide for Towns, but again, puck wouldn't sit for her. Every little bounce, not really going in Whitley's favour right now. Off the boards to Brengan. Try to set up Towns. It will come across to Savannah Sumner, who will dump it in. Lafitte gathers. Play forward to Aldridge. Stockdale doing some good defensive work, disrupting the play once again, forces it out wide. And now Ruby Newlands, who's like a terrier, just trying to get that puck out the zone. Now Steph Towns will pick it up. Short pass was a little bit short there. Again, it was a difficult one to try and execute. She had the right idea though. Coolshaw trying to split Aldridge and the second defender there. Coolshaw will get another go at it. But once again, Lafitte, who's having an excellent game early on here. Smith across to Hare, played forward to Towns. Steph Towns looking up here. Thought about the wind-up shot, which cannons back off Hannah Byram, the number 2. He's feeling that, I'm sure. It was a heavy shot coming in from Steph Towns. Jenny Hare gathers, who will be coaching some of the junior players here. Who straight after this game is going to a game at 7 o'clock this evening. So, pretty busy schedule this weekend. Gathered by Whitley, who will just dump it away. They'll look to try and complete this line change, but no, they'll have to be come back as the icing call was made. But yeah, this game, it's a blue team against a white team essentially, and the Queen Bees will have got 3 players involved in the white team: Ellie Wallace, Isabel Eggington and Isabel Bennett. With Ruby Newlands, Abby McCourt and Megan Craig all involved as well. I think Ruby's on the white team, but Abby and Megan will be on the blue team along with Jenny Hare. Gathered deep in their own zone by the Queen Bees. A stretch pass will be carried into the zone. Whitley doing well here to pick that one off. I think it was Vicky Smith in the end who gets it clear. Once again, gathered by Newman. Wind-up shot. She's got such a fierce release on that shot. Chrissy Newman. Put back, good set-up play back. Tried to play in her teammate there. It's Ellie Wallace, number 14, who was one of the girls we just mentioned before, who's involved in that game later on this evening. Steph Towns gathers. Picked up again, and a lovely shot coming in once again by Ellie Wallace, who is trying to capitalise on that play. They had not quite 8 minutes on the clock, yet Queen Bees very much in control early on. Back with Lafitte, French-born player. Angela Kay, the captain, clearing the zone. She has Emma Painter on their defensive partnership. Steph Towns is back there as well with some good forechecking coming in from Ellie Wallace. Good shift from her. Lafitte played forward. That will just sail under the stick of Wallace, who'll let it go, and it's going to be called for icing on the Queen Bee. So a bit of a break there for the home side. Means that the face-off will be brought back into the Queen Bee zone. Looks like Savannah Sumner, Kimberly Brennan and Steph Towns is on this line. A sort of a scratch third line, if you like. I think Steph will be double shifting. I think it's 8 forwards that Whitley have. So Byron tries to get it clear. Now Newman slips it forward nicely once again to Wallace. Good poke check by Casey Trail. Comes back to Newman behind the net. To Lafitte. He'll send it over to the board, and that will be picked up by Whitley and Casey Trail, who will stride forward, gets in behind Byron, looking to get a shot away. Here she does, but there's a rising shot from an acute angle. Keeps the puck in the zone though for the time being, but just as I say that, the Queen Bees will look to counter. It's going to be dumped in as they will complete a line change as we're edging closer to a midpoint in this opening period. Abby Coolshaw looking to carry it out. Quick as a flash though. Aldridge closes her down. Shot from an acute angle once again. Just getting the pants down low though, turns it aside, and then there was a lovely glove save there. Very smartly done. When we will get a face off in the Whitley zone to the left of Jess Kingholm's goal. Dumped back in by the Queen Bees. Noldridge with a shot, just flashed wide. Collected though by Abby Sylvester, one of the alternate captains for the Queen Bees, number 29. And the puck again, shoots. And she was screened there, Jess, but I thought she had it for a second, but it come loose. There was a whistle on the play anyway, but she was certainly screened there by players on both sides, so she wouldn't have seen much of it anyway. They're going to face off to the right of their goal now. Aldridge with a draw. Comes back behind the net. Vicky Smith trying to get it clear. We need a bit of support here, and then Ruby Newlands will offer it, and it will clear the zone. Forces the Queen Bees back into their own zone here. But they'll get it clear. Collected at the centre red line. And picks up nicely out on the left wing towards Aldridge there. Lovely centering pass out by the number 6, Cartwright, Rachel Cartwright. And then Whitley trying to get it clear once again. Rebound from the save. And Abby Coulshaw looking to carry it out now. Picks it round the opponent. Ooh, marginal offside call there, it was waved off. And the Queen Bees will gather. Danielle Turnbull and Abby McCourt battling on the far boards. And then gathered nicely by Turnbull, but in the end outnumbered. Too many Queen Bees back there. Dumped back in. And it's back in Queen Bees' possession. Angela Kay stepping in, trying to keep the puck in the zone, but unfortunate bounce sees it come away. And that was very smartly done. It looked like a kick save where she flicked it up into her glove there. Smart stop by Jess. Now we'll get a face off to the left of her goal. No, it's going to be moved to the right hand side. Straight from the draw, it's Danielle Turnbull who comes out with it, trying to get in behind the defender, gets the shot away. Abby McCourt on hand trying to collect any loose rebounds that come our way, but the goalie will hold on to it. I think it's Liberty Bird actually who's starring for the Queen Bees. She played, well, she normally does play for the Kingston Diamonds. Indeed, she did play against Whitley last weekend on the losing side on that occasion, but she's once again in fine form this afternoon and not let anything past her. Just unable to be gathered in there was Lazarchuk. Easy trail, side sets one player, Deeks again. Liberty Bird though quick to get down on that near post just to cover it up. Wasn't going to offer anything in terms of any glint of goal there. She had every angle covered. And in the end, Casey Trell just ran out of real estate. We'll get a face off to the right of Liberty Bird's goal. As she looks at it, draw won by Steph Towns. But second phase of play sees Marguerite Lafitte come out with it. Gathered once again by the Queen Bees, played forward up the line to Wallace. Full play on the left wing. Lovely cross-eyes pass gathered in by Savannah Sumner, who just blows a tire as she crossed the blue line. And then striding forward is Hannah Byron, number 2. Savannah Sumner trying to get on the end of that loose puck, but back come the Queen Bees. And they look deadly when pushing forward. That one's going to be gathered in by Jess Kinghorn, and she'll hold on and we'll get a face-off in the zone. Face-off won by the Queen Bees. Wakelin, I think it is, Ellie Wakelin, who continues the puck, keeping the puck moving. Puck comes back loose, Aldridge will gather in the high slot, takes it out wide and then slipped it forward to, I think it's Cartwright, number 6. Abby Coulshaw working hard, having a very strong game defensively actually. She's more known for offensive prowess, but working hard for the team at the moment, her and Steph Towns are having to help out. They're under a lot of pressure here, the Beacons. Puck just poked clear by Jess Kinghorn, keeps it away from goal, so Vesta just pulls that one wide. Jess, I think, though, had it covered. Just watched it sail wide harmlessly. Jenny Hare will flick it clear. Coulshaw can't hold on to it. And a shot from Cartwright, right in the high slot. Whitley will get it clear and go for a line change. Becky Castor-Wood just doing all she can just to make sure it was away from a dangerous area before going back to the bench. Lovely clearance by Emma Painter, who finds Steph Towns. Again, Steph outnumbered. There's too many Queen Bees players straight on her at every opportunity. And that one will be covered up. And we'll get another face-off with 5:52 to go in this opening period. Once again, not so much a shout-out, but a congratulations really to Steph Towns, Abby Coulshaw and Casey Trail on their inclusion in this week's announcement of the GB squad. They'll be taking part in the World Championships next month, in early April, I believe, in Spain. So we wish all 3 girls the best of luck, along with their colleagues from various other teams, to which, as I said, the Queen Bees have 5 on their roster. Abby McCourt collected it in nicely, but Lafitte was there to steal the puck off her. Right on her toes almost she was, so Abby didn't really have time to react. Back Chrissy Newman, it's a shot away, the light's on. Again, I didn't see it go in, but it's been given. And it's now 4-0 to the Queen Bees. I think it might be Hannah Byram who got the final touch, I could be wrong. It's going to be the Whitley second line which will stay out here to restart proceedings. Becky Kastner-Wood with Abby McCourt on our left wing, Danielle Turnbull on our right. And out wide, Rachel Stockdale. And the shot coming in from Becky Kastner-Wood, it was a nice give and go between her and Danielle Turnbull. Abby McCourt sends it back towards Becky Kastner-Wood. And then a lovely poke check again by Abby, who's, I don't know, fine shift actually. Twice she tried to disrupt the play there, twice she almost forced a turnover. Puck comes loose, Rachel Stockdale straight into the corner. Becky Kastner-Wood will go in there to help her out. And we've got a whistle on the play as we've got a dead puck with 4:44 remaining in this opening period. It's Whitley 0, Queen Bees 4. Got a face off to the right of Jess's goal. Aldridge will take the draw against Becky Kastner-Wood, and it's Whitley come out with it. Flicked on by Kimberly Brengan. So again, it is this scratch third line where Steph Towns and Becky Kastner-Wood are taking turns to double shift. And that was an easy finish, that, the easiest one of the afternoon so far. Open goal really for the Queen Bees to slot into. And I believe it was Rachel Cartwright who got the finishing touch, but it was an inviting shot to finish, and it's not been a very happy period this for the home side, and I believe they're calling a timeout. And in fact, they're changing goalie, so Megan Craig coming in, and they have called a timeout. Yeah, well, there's not much else you can do when you're 5 goals down, and Megan Craig coming in very difficult circumstances here. But she had a fine game last week, very much deserved her Player of the Game award down in Hull. And Jenny Hare going over to talk to her, offering a bit of advice and experience. as is, let's see who else is there. Is it Vicky Smith? Yeah, the two experienced defenders there, just offering Megan a bit of support. It's always difficult when you're coming on as a relief goaltender. But big opportunity once again for her. Sylvester turns it across. Off the boards towards Jenny Hare. Kimberly Brennan just losing her foot in there, trying to get it clear. Vicky Smith will win the puck back. Kimberly desperately trying to clear it, but Queen Bee's side so good at keeping possession of the puck, camped in the Whitley zone. It's going to be cleared all the way back down. That's going to be an icing call on the Beacons. So, as we said, Megan Craig coming in very difficult circumstances. 5 goals down after only 15 minutes. It's always difficult, but just trying to get ahead in the game, I think. Trying to sweep some of that loose snow away from the crease. Maybe sent around the boards. Savannah Sumner clattered from behind. She couldn't hold on to it, understandably so. Really, when you've been challenged that way. Over onto the far side. Puck bounces up nicely. Becky Castor-Wood will collect a loose puck. Deeks one way, looking to carry it down the right-hand side. Will check back. Nice puck possession this by the Scottish-born centre. Aldridge wins it back. Gathered nicely though by Cartwright, who flicks it out wide. Whitley will regather, looking to desperately clear the zone once more. Jenny Hare will send it back the other way. Vicky Smith will go with her opponent, just seeing it into the boards really, more than anything. Catherine Gale it is, the number 52. Back with the Queen Bees. Oh, that one just sailed through the legs there of Byram. Through Lafitte. Gathered in nicely once more. And the Queen Bees will take it into the corner. Good work by Emma Painter to get that one clear. It will find Ruby Newlands deep in the right wing corner. Look forward to Abby Coulshaw. To Steph Towns, who carries it in. Towns will chase the own rebound. Just trying to get it in towards that danger zone, in and around the crease. Angela Kay stepping forward, did well there just to keep it in. Stepping into the zone. And back with the Queen Bees, Byram across to Lafitte. Newlands doing some good work there on the blue line, just trying to keep it in the zone, but in the end it was a little bit asking too much. She did well, as Towns will gather once again deep in her own zone. I think they worked so hard back there, and Newman, Chrissy Newman, set up one of her teammates. Abby McCourt doing well here, going from forehand to backhand a couple of times. In the end she couldn't hold on to it, but almost got herself free. That's the thing, just trying to get Whitley in behind the defensive pairings if they can as a Queen Bee. That's what they need to do, is get in behind them, and Abby was desperately trying to do that. Newman switches the play into a right wing corner. Lafitte, who's up from the back, and then Casey Trail, who will feed Abby McCourt. Sends her shot in on goal, and we padded away. Casey was trying to keep up with her, but there was not much in terms of support from elsewhere, so she had to go it alone. Abby now battling in the corner, puck comes loose. Quick as a flash is back in there, with Danielle Turnbull helping her out. And Abby will send it back, and she'll get a return pass from Danielle. Sends a shot near side, forces Liberty Bird into spilling the rebound though. It's a clever move from Abby. I don't think she realistically thought she was going to score from there, but she's just trying to create a situation like that where there would be a rebound, and it almost paid off for her. Danielle Turnbull works well to get it back into the zone. Abby McCourt tips it forward. Becky Castor-Wood back to the point with McCourt. She'll fire. Good defensive work by Byron, who blocked 2 shots there in the courts. And leave it for Becky Castlewood. Gets the shot away as the last remaining seconds will tick by. And then trail on that one's going to be blocked by the Queen Bees captain as the buzzer will go. But a very, very disappointing start by the Beacons. I'm sure that's not the way they intended to start the period. But since changing goalies, it has stopped the bleeding somewhat. And that's often the reason for making a change like that, just to make a change, just to try and psychologically get in the opponent's head as much as anything. And so far, there hasn't been any further goals conceded, but 2.5 minutes time we'll be back underway. So I'm going to take a very quick break. Welcome back following that very short break. As I said, it was only 2.5 minutes. Just a chance for me to catch breath. Officials who had actually left the ice surface, so I don't know whether I went for a comfort break. I don't even know if there was time in 2.5 minutes, but they're just waited to come back from the timekeeping bench back onto the ice. Whitley raring to go. So I called a timeout 15 minutes into the game, changed goalie. It's still a formidable task though to outwork this Queen Bee side who've come here as formidable opponents. Ruby Newlands there just swapping some stories with Ellie Wallace. They'll know each other well from the GB under-18 setup, of course. They'll be on the same side this evening, though, when they we both appearing on the white shirt team. Up one by Steph Towns comes back to Casey Trail, who completely takes Ellie Wallace out the game with that bit of a spinnerama. Abby Coulshaw chases into the corner. Ruby Newland's desperately trying to get the puck back. It's kept in well by Rachel Stockdale. Queen Bees looking to get a fast break on here though with Nicola Lazarchuk. Wallace once again banks it off the boards. That one's going to be picked off by Stockdale. Played at the boards in front of the Queen Bees bench and dumped back in. Lafitte will gather, so no icing called. And then cleared all the way back down once more. Cartwright sort of swiped at that one. We'll leave it for Newman even. Abby Coulshaw out wide. Steph Towns racing down the left wing, trying to get in behind Byron. Just sitting there nicely for Abby Coulshaw. Takes it into the corner with Chrissy Newman closing her down. Towns once again trying to get it clear. This time for Ruby Newlands. Nice cut back play, but I think it was Abby Sylvester back there breaking the play up. Cartwright trying to cut back inside one way and the next. Jenny Hare did ever so well to keep with her there. Wasn't going to commit herself. And that was the right thing to do, and in the end forced the shooter wide. They're working the puck so well, so slick and so fast right now, the Queen Bees. It's almost a masterclass really. There's nothing much for, say, Sylvester fun on that one. There's not much that the Beacons can do right now. It's just coming up against a good side who are playing well on the day. Abby McCourt will gather. She'll take it behind her own net to work some space for herself. Nice pass out wide to Becky Caston-Wood. Quickly row, the Queen Bees will close her down. Newman once again as well. And then Sylvester carrying it in from the back. Jenny Hare picks that one off. Almost, just didn't quite get the break she deserved. Back to the point. And cleared. Comes back down to Sylvester. We'll look to clear it along the boards, but we'll get a whistle on the play there, which I lost sight of the puck. I'm guessing that is for an offside, as it will come out just outside the Queen Bees zone. I was going to say, I don't think the Queen Bees were quite sure where it was meant to take place. But the draw will take place right in front of the Whitley bench. Steph Towns with the draw and the win. Comes back into Queen Bees possession. Emma Painter having another strong game once again. Towns quick as a flash out into the left wing now, directing the play. Kay positioned herself perfectly there just to try and get it clear. Then when the Queen Bees looked to try and counter, she was again quick as a flash over to the other side. Working ever so well, the captain. I like her on this pairing with Emma Painter. Actually, I think they work well together. Savannah Sumner couldn't control. Steph Towns trying to stick with her opponent, which she does. Gets the stick down low once again. Sumner will just blast it around the boards just to try and get it clear. Takes it into the corner. And Kimberly Brangan desperately trying to get away there, but once more couldn't. But this time Savannah Sumner will feed Steph Towns. But excellent defensive work there by, I think it was Nicola Lazarchuk. Oh, and then the shot come in. I think it flicked up off maybe one of the pads there of Megan Craig, and she just about got it away. Took a very weird bounce off the pads, in fact. Steph Towns gathers. Sends it up and will clear. And it forces Eddie Wakeling to drop back. Played up onto the right wing. Gathered nicely though in the high slot for Newman, who fires straight into the logo though. Megan Craig did ever so well to put a full body behind that. Just seemed to puff her chest out to make sure she made that save, and she did excellently. Lovely play by Casey Trail, lovely deep. Puck just not sticking to the tape there though. I don't think that's an error on the play. I think it's more that the puck's just not settling well on the ice for some reason. It's been happening all game. Full credit to Queen Bees though, because they're adapted to their surroundings pretty well. Aldridge, nice pass to Lazarchuk. Once again, Aldridge will bring it back in. Sylvester out wide. Abby Coulshaw just getting her feet tangled up a little bit there as she tried to block the pass. Cartwright with a fierce cutback. Coulshaw will pick it off nicely and it will clear the zone. Byram gathers on her own blue line with 5.5 minutes gone in this second period. No change in the scoreline, still Whitley 0, Queen Bees 5. Fierce cutback once again. Becky Castle-Wood stretching to get it clear, and it'll be a lovely pass at the end to Ruby Newlands. Tries to get it around Byram, which she does, gets a shot away. Liberty Bird got the stick, I think, just to block the shot. Directed it away, and then a follow-up shot there by Becky Castle-Wood. Still with Ruby Newlands, fires. And they've switched the lines up again. I know at the start of the season, Ruby was on Becky's line as opposed to Steph's line, and maybe we've just switched her and Abby McCourt around again. Both players, despite their young age, are intelligent enough to adapt and work well with whoever they're partnered with. Shot from the left wing from Newman. Chrissy Newman, who was actually born in Germany, got a GB international. And that one has just crept in on the far side. It was a slick move. I think it was Newman who got the finishing touch, but just out of the grasp of Megan Craig's glove there, and that's the first goal of this second session. 6:35 gone in this second period. Whitley 0, Queen Bees 6, and indeed Abby McCourt is lining up now on the top line with Steph Towns. Actually looks like Danielle Turnbull's out there, so maybe it's a complete change up here. Towns just trying to disrupt that pass once again. Brought in by Abby Sylvester. Lovely pass to Wakeland, gets a second chance. Kick save by Megan Craig, gets it away into the corner. Just about kept in by Newman. Sends it back along the left wing boards. We get a return pass. Really directing the play on this unit here. Trying to find Ellie Wakeland. And then picked off nicely by Steph Towns. A great time to get round the opponent. Once more, they've got two players back there. Newman was one of them, and I think the covering defender was, Ellie Wakeland, the number 21, who got back with her, and just 2 against 1. Got outnumbered. Cross-ice pass, flicked on by Towns, forces it out. Lucky bounce there, can she get a touch on it? But once again, Newman, who's back there, and every time the puck's loose, she seems to be there. She's got a magnet drawn to it. Just hoping there for Steph that she's just going to get that lucky break there as it come through behind the defence. Angela Kay doing some good work there, just trying to cover that one up and help Megan Craig back there. Again, she's partnered with Anna Painter. Comes loose for Danielle Turnbull, who looks up and slips it forward to Kimberly Brennan. Cleared nicely though by Lafitte. So a French player, born in Paris. Not often that you hear of many French-born players in this country, so it's good to see her here. And she's had an outstanding game, actually. Been almost, well, I say dominant, certainly dominant at the back, almost invincible back there, but doing ever so well getting forward when she's had the opportunity. And it's going to be Natalie Aldridge with the draw for the Queen Bees, right in front of their own bench. Cartwright looking to carry it in, but Kimberly Brennan will cut that one out, and she'll carry it forward. She's got a bit of support out on the far side with Savannah Sumner. Sends it into the corner. She'll take it there as she battles with Catherine Gale. That one is cleared, and it's dumped in off the boards. Rachel Stockdale will gather. Becky Castnerwood will get it clear. Kimberly Brennan trying to pick out Savannah Sumner for that same move that they did before them. Those two combining ever so well. Have spent much of this season on the third line together, but Kimberly did ever so well, I thought, last week. Inserted onto that second line. Well, in fact, her and Savannah were alternating shifts on that right wing on the second line. Kimberly scoring some great goals as well, has to be said. Her first for the club. I must admit, I thought she'd scored earlier in the season, but it was her first goals for the Beacons, and she took them well. She ended up with 2+1 and a 3-point night. Both teams will meet again next weekend down in Hull, and I'm sure the Beacons will be relishing an opportunity to chalk up another win there. Shot from distance, steered aside as we pass the midway point of the game. McQuaid so quick to get across the line, and again never took her off the puck there, just got the glove down low, and we'll pick that one off with 9:48 remaining in the second period. Very much a two-line system this for the Queen Bees, two defensive partnerships and two forward lines, or is two spare. Two of the younger players, as we mentioned before, Isabel Egginton and Isabel Bennett, who were part of that game this evening, who have made a trip north as well. But so far not called into action as Casey Trail cuts in from the right wing. Abby Coulshaw digging it out the corner. Chrissy Newman will pick one off. Newman will check back the other way. Rachel Stockdale just disrupting that one. The puck still advances deep into the Beacon zone. Picked off by Casey Trail. Out wide to Abby Coulshaw. Banks it off the boards. Clearance won't come out the zone, but then a heavy touch by the Queen Bees will see it come out. And Ruby Newland's quick as a flash trying to get on to the end of that. Puck comes loose, back to Rachel Stockdale, across to Casey Trail. Steph Towns forward to Ruby Newlands, up along the boards in front of the Queen Bees bench. Ellie Wakeland was one of the youngsters, also part of that GB under-18 team that went to Iceland just before Christmas. So I'm sure her and Ruby will know each other well. Action going in around the crease, and again it's crept in. But it certainly looked like Megan Craig was screened there. She wouldn't have seen that. It was just too many bodies in and around the crease waiting to stab that one home. I think she was committed onto the left-hand post. Bit of a discussion going on post-goal though with, let's see who it is. It's Abby McCourt having words with the official and Ellie Wallace, I believe. Again, those two will know each other well from the GB under-18s. Let's see here, Jenny Hare having a word. I'm not quite sure what the discussion is, but I don't know, maybe it's just passing. No, they are going to discuss with the officials. Well, we're looking up at the clock for a second. I don't really see anything wrong with that. Your guess is as good as mine. Answers on a postcard. Anyone who does wants to get in touch, please do so. I'll do my best to read it out, as it looks like we are going to get a stop. Yeah, now the officials going over to the goal judge. The light did come on, so maybe there's some argument as to whether the puck did actually cross the line or not. But Jenny Hare and Danielle Turnbull both seem to want to question it with the officials. But players are lining up at centre ice, so one would assume it has been given, and we've got a good goal. The line Luke will drop the puck. But almost cleared the zone, couldn't quite get it over the line. Same again, this time with Vicky Smith trying to clear. Eddie Wallace fanning on that attempted pass towards goal. Kept in though by the Queen Bees, who will dump it in. Gathered by Abby McCourt, sends it around the boards and sort of adds something to this Beacons lineup. I know they won well last week as Danielle Turnbull taking a fall there, gets up quickly though, it's good to see. Yeah, I was about to say there with Abby McCourt, I know we won last week, but she was still a miss. She still had something to this lineup. And certainly the previous game, she was an absolute star as the Queen Bees will get their 8th goal. And this is certainly a side which, as I said, their position in the standings sort of belies their real ability really. They should be much higher than they are. And they're showing it this afternoon, and any team which has 5 senior GB internationals on their roster, plus some under 18s as well, you've got to say they've got talent. They can't not be taken seriously. You just would have thought that they're maybe pushed Solihull a little bit closer this season, but Vixen's very much in control of the league standings now. They're runaway champions, you would think, and they've played 13 now, won all 13. So it's only a matter of time before they're crowned regular season champions. And we will get a face-off at centre ice as Luke points to the spot. Steph Towns to go in up against Natalie Aldridge. Aldridge who comes out with it. Ellie Wakeland slipping it forward to Rachel Cartwright, cuts in from the left wing. Creates some space, shoots, but another fine stop by Megan Craig once again, making sure she's got her full body behind it, gathered it into the logo, into that red basket area, and she'll hold on and we'll get a face-off to the left of her goal. Aldridge ready to take the draw once again against Steph Towns. Angela Kay going onto the far side on this defensive draw. Angela sticking to her opponent well. Steph Towns getting down again, just trying to intercept that pass. Queen Bees working it well. Shot from distance again, is traffic in front of the net. Megan Craig trying to hold on with some pressure coming in, it has to be said, from the opponents. Did ever so well to hang on to it, and Angela Kay just marshalling the Queen Bees forward away from her goalie, doing a job as a defender to protect the goalie. And did it well. Aldridge to take the draw. There's a very late change that sees Steph Towns go off the ice. I think she just realised we had too many players on the ice. I think she realised when Becky Kastner-Wood was about to take the draw that, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be here. But, thankfully, no penalty called for too many players. Puck goes behind the back of the, behind the net, I should say. Ruby Newlands just trying to shuffle her feet to get the puck onto the stick, but again, the puck not settling for her this afternoon. Ellie Wakeling cutting in from the left wing, picked out nicely though by Casey Trail. She's looking for some help here, but she'll go it alone. Goes in behind her opponent, finds with a huge slap shot, and I don't know how she managed it, but she must have steered that puck inside 3, covering Queen Bee's defenders there, and still got a shot on goal because I heard the thud off the pads. Really does lead the team from the back, loves to carry it forward, and he's very good at it. As the Queen Bees have got a odd player rush here. And the pull back, Chrissy Newman, who tried to set up Catherine Gale with a return pass, but the puck just got stabbed wide, and it would have been a beautiful goal if they converted. As I think that was Casey Trail's intervening touch there, just cleared the zone, tipped back in. Cleared along the boards once more. And we'll find, let's see who it is actually on the far side. I think it might be Isabel Egginson, which will be our first shift of the game. If it is, the number 41, indeed it is. Puck back to Chrissy Newman. Cleared by the Beacons with less than 5 minutes remaining in the second period. It's Beacons 0, Queen Bees 8. Cuts back inside, kick saved by Megan Craig, steers it away. Byron just keeping it in. And then Ruby Newland's trying to get it back. Maybe a hint of being hooked there on the way through as she tried to carry it out. Just impeded her slightly. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like. Byron sends it across. Catherine Gale now picks up the puck in the neutral zone. She'll check back with Abby Coulshaw closing her down. Nice switch of play. And then again, and that's a beautiful finish there by the Queen Bees to get their 9th goal of the afternoon. Beautiful finish. Then top shelf, I think it was Catherine Gale who got the finishing touch, was it? Number 52, certainly looked like it, but split the D, went straight at the heart of goal and went top shelf. Abby McCourt back on the second line then with Becky Cashner-Wood and Danielle Turnbull. Puck's dropped, Queen Bees come out with it. Byron will leave. And it's Lafitte who plays it forward. Kept back in by the Beacons. Switches the play onto the far side once more. Byron closed down well by Becky Castlewood, trying to force a turnover. And at this stage, Whitley just trying to get themselves on the scoreboard. Collected nicely by Ellie Wallace, who takes it in her stride, carries it into the zone, but Whitley doing well to get it out. Abby McCourt doing well on the forecheck, just again trying to get the Queen Bees pegged back in their own zone. McCourt will go into the corner. Sylvester just gets there ahead of her. Kimberly Brengan just evaded that outstretched stick. Jenny Hare helping her. Less than 3 minutes remaining in the second period as Ellie Wallace will carry it forward on the right wing now with Kimberly Brengan going towards her. Did well there, forces a turnover, a little help as well from Vicky Smith. Weird bounce off the boards. And Savannah Sumner's waiting to gather, but Kimberly Brengan collecting the puck there. Good work by Sylvester, pokes it clear. Savannah Sumner tried to get something on goal there, just trying to keep that momentum going. I don't think she had a clean connection on it as she would have liked. Sumner will take her opponent towards the boards. We'll get a whistle and play for a dead puck with 2:21 remaining now. We'll get a face-off to the left of what is Liberty Bird's goal for the Queen Bees as she looks at it. Steph Towns with the draw, gets it back. Heavy touch, Angela Kay has to check back. She will regather just in front of her own bench, sends it forward. Played out by, it was a combination of Aldridge or Ellie Wakeland in the end. It was played forward and a shot coming in off the left wing by Rachel Cartwright, just flashed wide. Puck's loose again, that falls nicely for Kimberly Brengan. Sylvester though, skates are outside of the zone, but her stick was inside, she just about kept it in. Out to the left wing. Into the slot, that's a beautiful finish once again, and it's almost like a practice move out. Beautiful finish there by, I think it was Rachel Cartwright with the finishing touch. And now the double figures lead with a minute 42 remaining in the second period. But this is very much a case of the Queen Bees putting down a marker, I think, for themselves. It's not
maybe been the results haven't always reflected how good they've been this year, and well, this one will certainly serve notice to the rest of the league. I think that they're putting form at the right time of the season. Stockdale sends it forward. Sylvester will gather to Cartwright, straight through the heart of the centre of the ice, or at least the back of the goal. And now Chrissy Newman getting the shot away. Pad save, and then Megan Craig will cover it up with 1:02 remaining now in the second period. Face-off will be in the Whitley zone. To the left of Megan Craig's goal, won by Becky Castonwood. Casey Trail, who will have to check back with a forecheck coming in on her, closing her down, but slips a pass to Ruby Newlands, who tries to give and go, trying to feed Casey back with the puck, but again just closed down. And flips out the zone. Casey gets a piece of it, just steers it on its way. Ruby Newlands trying to get onto it, but it's Bylam who will hold on. Goes around the back of the net and back forward. Gets a second attempt at it, flashes wide of goal. Stockdale trying to get it clear, flicked on by Newlands, and then in the end, the Queen Bees will have to pass it back just and clear the zone. Chrissy Trail doing well, gets it back once more to Lafitte. In behind the Whitley forward line. And that will do it for the second period then. As, well, Queen Bees have spotted another 5 goals in that 20-minute session, and they've looked good value for their lead so far. We're going to take a short break, be back with you in just under 3 minutes' time. Thank you.
to Hill Heads then, as the buzzer signals that we are ready to start the third and final period. The Queen Bees in a dominant performance so far, hold a 10-0 lead. As the well, I think the buzzer was a little bit, I don't know if that was quick off the mark or just that both sides going to eke out a few more seconds back at the bench. They are very short breaks, obviously. You get 3 minutes because time is critical. That's why we don't get an ice cut either. It's and you get the ice till 2 o'clock, so of course I don't want to run out of time, which could, well, I don't think it would affect the scoreline this afternoon, but it has done in previous games this season. The 4-all draw against Kingston Diamonds at the start of the year, when Casey Trail is still angry about that because they really could have won that one, which probably should have done if the game had have reached its conclusion naturally rather than being cut short early. And again, players tentatively getting on the ice. Officials only just coming on now, and you can see that perhaps wasn't ready to. Well, I'm just trying to gap fill, obviously, as you can tell. Always difficult when it's just you on your own. My sidekick, my buddy Carl Wood, having to work today, so he's certainly been missed. But we look forward to having him back, joining me on the mic in future weeks. Underway then, and it's a clean draw by Chrissy Newman. Gets the puck back to Marguerite Lafitte. Such a beautiful sounding name, and probably not pronouncing it perfectly in French. I'm sure it sounds much better in a French accent, I should say. Lafitte is open for the return pass. Steph Towns off the boards, up onto the left wing side, and then Abby Coulshaw almost cleaning out the linesman Wood on the way through. Towns gets it free. Lovely pass to Ruby Newlands. Drop of the shoulder, deeps around one, gets the shot away. Flicked away by Liberty Bird Stick, who very much a different performance. This not from her, because I thought she had a strong game down in Hull last week, but just the fact that I guess the defence in front of her has been stronger around her and giving her support. She's not had a great deal many saves to do this afternoon, and you've got to say it's been a very good defensive effort by the Queen Bees. Picked up low once again. Gale gets it back. Good save by Megan Craig. Quick release from the glove, but keeps the puck moving. But she'd made the stop, and that's all she needs to do. And again, gets down low. Another good shot and another good save as well. Picked up on the near boards. Still with Gale, flicked on out wide. That's going to cross the line, and they'll have to retreat here. So good clearance in the end by Whitley. Abby McCourt doing well on the forecheck, forces a turnover. Danielle Turnbull just trying to reach it there, outstretched stick. McCourt gets it back, having a very strong shift here. Always brings a lot of energy, skates hard. And once again, carried through. Rachel Cartwright just fires over the top. You would have seen it as well as heard it, I'm sure, off the plexi. Cut back, but Whitley have got numbers back to clear. Deflected shot, and just turned aside. Heavy landing there. Hopefully the player's okay. It seems to be. She's getting back up. Becky Castner-Wood will just let it go under her stick, takes it into a more favourable position. Her and Abby McCourt combining, trying to get it back free. Queen Bees quick to close them down though. It's been the tail of the tape so far in this game. Very quick to almost stifle Whitley and not allow them to play their usual game, as we saw last week. Emily Brennan trying to get it clear as well. Same with Vicky Smith. Chrissy Newman will take it out wide. Lafitte's open, but she'll switch to play into the corner. Couldn't quite see who it was actually. It's normally Ellie Wallace on that wing, but broke free here, Whitley, and good stop though. Becky Castlewood in on goal.
She was in full flight there, but Liberty Bird was the one who made the stop. Good opportunity out for Whitley, but Liberty Bird's in fine form this afternoon. A little over 3 minutes gone so far in this third and final period. Whitley 0, Queen Bees 10. As Emma Painter gets a shot on goal, that will force another save at a Liberty Bird, and we'll get another face-off back in the same spot, I believe it will be. Indeed it is. Steph Towns will take the draw. It's like Catherine Gale taking the face-off on this line now. Who's normally the right winger. Cleared though by Hannah Byram. Savannah Sumner has to just let that puck go as she was recovering from an offside position. Emma Painter back out wide to Kimberly Brengan. Dumps it into a corner, will give chase, as will Steph Towns. Queen Bees though, looking to carry it out from deep behind their own net. Steph Towns got a piece of it there, just again trying to disrupt the play, but great transition play again by the Queen Bees, who go from defence to attack effortlessly at times. Towns will gather once more. To Brengan. Angela Kay as well with a good intervention. Loses a stick in the process, but blocked the shot. Byram carries it back in. Steph Towns intercepts that one. Angela Kay will sweep clear. Gets it out onto the left wing for Abby Coulshaw to chase. Chrissy Newman will get there just ahead of her once again. Oh, and that was a heavy collision. Head first into the boards there for Abby. She's got herself up straight away, but hopefully it's just one of them that looked worse than it actually was. I know she's a tough cookie, but that looked and sounded nasty for a second there, but she seems to be skating okay. Been in action a lot. Yesterday she was down in Sheffield for ball hockey tournaments, then played for Bradford Bulldogs men in NIHL 2. Been very, very busy this weekend, but still she's as alert as ever. Shot comes in. There'll be a rebound, but Megan's very quick to cover them up. You've got to admire her flexibility in trying to, having made the save, able to stretch and cover that one up, knowing that there could be an on-rushing Queen Bees player trying to cash home that rebound. Just checking the pipes there. Get herself into position, and we're back underway. Rachel Cartwright into the corner. Gale slips it forward to Aldridge. That's hacked clear by Abby Coulshaw. Becky Castner-Wood. Ruby Newlands trying to break out. Carried back in though by Cartwright, and that is a fantastic finish. Megan Craig put the glove up, but she knew there's no chance she was ever going to stop that. It was over the glove. She positioned that shot perfectly into the far corner, and the defence straight over to her just to say, look, you know, that was never your fault, don't let it get to you. And nor should she. That was a shot which I don't think any goalie would have stopped, to be fair. But Jenny Hare and Steph Towns quick to go over to her and talk to her. Good to see that, because the two senior coaches who are on the team, so I'll talk to them. It's Queen Bees again back in action straight away, looking to go for the jugular here. Lovely set-up play coming in. It was Abby Sylvester with a shot at 29, who's straddling that blue line. Comes out, just about keep it in. Gale orchestrating play here. Puck comes loose, and it will be gathered in by Megan Craig, and again some good coverage and support there. I think Steph Towns and Vicky Smith on that occasion. Just over 6 minutes gone then in this third and final period. It's now Whitley 0, Queen Bees 11. Chrissy Newman to take the draw up against Steph Towns. Lafitte will gather for the Queen Bees, dumps it into the corner. Lafitte lines one up, flash wide. I think Megan's just kicked the post off. Yeah, she'll put it back on. Goal was about half a foot off for a second there. But, I mean, that was something that Jess Kinghorn was mentioning early on in the game. She wasn't happy with the way the goal wasn't sitting perhaps cleanly. And it's carried in by Isabel Eggington. Another shift for her late on in the game. Carried out nicely there by Steph Telms, just trying to start something from deep in the Whitley zone. Back with the Queen Bees though. Shots blocked. Look at Steph again, who's having a tremendous shift here. And she'll bang that one off the boards, comes back out, forces the Queen Bees to retreat. Whitley will use the opportunity to complete a line change here. Kimberly Brengan, Becky Castner-Wood and Abby McCourt all out there. Picked up nicely by Nicola Lazarchuk. Lafitte can't gather it in. Ali Wallace will chase, and it's cleared though nicely by the defensive duo of Emma Painter and Angela Kay. Puts back inside, good shot there by Kimberly Brengan. Backhander as well. But Liberty Bird had it covered. Emma Painter towards goal. That one's flicked up. Could have gone absolutely anywhere. That as it looped up into the air. Lafitte centred around the boards. Byron will get there first, just ahead of Becky Castner-Wood. That one will be cleared out. Catherine Gale will chase. Angela Kay though, quick to clear. Kimberly Brengan trying to capitalise on that pass, but again, puck wouldn't sit through a Gale. Gets a shot away. Lovely clearance there by Megan Craig, just got down low and sweep to the side. So she's very athletic, very quick to get across our line. Angela Kay again, doing some good work in and around the crease, trying to protect that goal. Protect Megan. Former goalie herself, so she knows where to position herself. I'm sure she'll be remembering her days when she was between the pipes and what sort of support she would have liked from a defender in front of her, and that's exactly what she's doing there to help Megan. Again, kick save, another smart stop by Megan Craig. There's a Chuck trying to get the puck loose, gets a cut back for Ellie Wallace, but again, Angela Kay getting, I think it was a stick she blocked that with. But whatever part of it came off, it did the job and it directed the shot away, and we'll get a face-off in the zone because it obviously came off Angela, so it will keep it in the Whitley zone to the right of Megan's goal. And it's a Queen Bees back, deflected shot there from Abby Sylvester, just takes it wide. Again, good work this by the Beacons. They've had to spend a lot of time defending in their own zone, and it does take its toll, but even late on they're doing well here. Casey Trail trying to get it clear. Ruby Newlands as well, looking to break out. Just needed a bounce there to go in her favour, just to get it in behind. I think it even might have been Newman who was back there covering on the point. Still with the Queen Bees though. Back to Sylvester. Aldridge now. Shot from, or pass even, from on the right wing. Will play in Rachel Cartwright on the left. And Natalie Aldridge just trying to gather once again. And she'll get the pull back from on the goal. That's gone in, and we've got goal number 12 with just under 10 minutes to go. But it was very much a case of Natalie Aldridge, who was almost in Gretzky's office there, directing the play behind the back of the net. Lovely set-up play, and set up one of her line mates for a finish. But it's been a tough afternoon this for Whitley. They'll have to regroup and look ahead to the game next week. Again, a reminder that that's next Sunday down on Humberside against the Kingston Diamonds, a place where they were only there just last week, indeed recorded their first win of the season, so Whitley will be looking to try and double that tally there. This one, though, they'll take some lessons from this one, and like they did against Solihull. There's always stuff to be taken from games. You know, it's disappointing to lose, but they'll learn stuff. There's no doubt about that. And we saw it all come together perfectly last week in Hull. Queen Bees cycling well. Shot coming in, kick saved by Megan. Scrambling to get it clear. Abby Coulshaw with the block, coming in from Hannah Byram. And again, Abby Coulshaw doing ever so well. Catherine Gale, flick of her backhand with a stick. Megan just out of her grasp, but got it clear. Shot again coming in, sees it late because she was screened, gets it away though. Ruby Newland's trying to carry it out, but very quickly closed back down. And once more off the boards by Casey Trail, going for another big push out. Excellent work on the forecheck there, just pressuring her opponents into coughing up the puck, and the momentum almost took her in on goal, and then a brilliant shot coming in from Chrissy Newman, but an equally brilliant stop by Megan Craig, who hung on well. It was a fiercely driven effort once more as she cut through the two face-off circles. Again, Jenny Hare and Vicky Smith going over to her, just congratulating her, just a little bit of advice, bit of support, keeping her spirits high. As I say, never easy when you're a relief goalie coming in off the bench like that. Stem the flow certainly in those last few minutes of that first period. But this Queen Bee side, they're just so good. They've been ruthless today. Every opportunity, every half opportunity they've taken, and they've literally left nothing on the table for Whitley to score from. As again, shot coming in from Lazarchuk will be held onto by Megan Craig. Another fine stop indeed. We've got a face off to the left of Megan's goal. Catherine Gale again going to take the draw. Looks like they've mixed the lines up somewhat. It's Lazarchuk and Wallace. Oh, it seems like Catherine Gale's centering the top line now. I haven't seen any issues with Chrissy Newman. She's still out there. She's on for her last shift. Tried to give and go there between Lazarchuk and Wallace, but once again another smart stop by Megan Craig with 7:44 remaining. Both teams looking like they're going to make a full line change here. Whitley's certainly making a full line change. Looks like maybe just 2 or 3 for the Queen Bees, in fact. And it's going to be Natalie Aldridge up against Steph Towns for the draw. Aldridge wins it, gets it back. Sylvester in the slot, fires, flashes just wide. Puck's loose behind the back of the net. Emma Painter doing some great work behind there. Angela Kay protecting the front of the crease. Those two again working very well in tandem. Very strong partnership, I think, this. Sylvester coming in and get once more gathered in. Just trapped it between the pads just before it went to the 5-hole. As officials just moving the goal, just sweeping away some of the slow that's mounted up and reattach it. Maybe that was a problem that we saw earlier on in the period. Face off to the left of Megan's goal. Steph Towns and Natalie Aldridge once again. It's Sylvester who looks to cut back through. Abby Sylvester, a tall defender. And Kimberly Brennan again doing some good work along the right-hand boards. Angela Kay will receive off the boards, off the backboard, switches it out wide, gets it into a safe position, away from danger. Again, Angela Kay just marshalling it back there, just easing the puck away, and some good work because it's forced the puck back deep into the Queen Bee zone, allows her teammates to push out. Nice play that between Catherine Gale and Rachel Cartwright in number 6. Whitley looks to try and counter, gets it behind Natalie Aldridge, but not past Ellie Wakeling, who's been outstanding. Let's have most of her teammates, to be fair. I think defensively you could nominate any one of them for player of the game. Ruby Newlands battling alone for the time being. Abby Coulshaw up in support now as Whitley are completing a line change here. Casey Trail trying to get in behind Chrissy Newman. Hurried back in by Abby Coulshaw. As I said, celebrated her birthday yesterday. Some humorous messages from her teammates. Comments about her frizzy hair, but we'll not go any further with those. It's a PG-rated broadcast, this. All in good fun. Great team spirit within this Beacon side, and they'll need that as they'll cut back in here when Becky Castlewood got a shot away, but a smart stop by Liberty Bird. Yeah, I was going to say they'll need that team spirit. Just it's not always easy with these games when you're coming up against such strong opposition as we've had this afternoon, and indeed earlier in the season against Solihull. But they'll bounce back from this, mark my words. As Becky Castlewood about to take the draw. Looked over her shoulder towards Casey Trail. I think I could see that was the move she wanted to do, and she did exactly that. Casey gets a shot away, deflected away though. Byram and the feet combining to get it clear. Becky Castlewood switches the play back to Ruby Newlands. And on the far side, Ellie Wallace trying to get it clear, but this is good sustained pressure is from Whitley. 5 minutes to go. Maybe it is time to throw the kitchen sink at them just to try and remove that duck egg off the scoreline. Casey Trail out wide to Becky Castlewood. Byram. Couldn't get it clear. Well, she does it a second attempt, having a thought, trying to disrupt that pass that was intended for Ellie Wallace out on the left wing. The court will gather a loose puck once again. Got some support there, but a poke check by, I think it was Chrissy Newman. Abby was almost away there, almost going to set up one of her teammates. She had Danielle Turnbull up there in support with us, along with Steph Towns. Switches the play out wide once more. A stab there from Ellie Wallace, just in front of the crease in the low slot. Comes back again now in front of the Whitley bench. Casey Trail and Danielle Turnbull combining there. And it's with Trail now as she strides forward. Lovely set up pass out wide to Abby McCall, who fires. Rebound behind the back of the net. Back with Casey Trail. Whitley really turning it up a notch here. I think we're just going to play with a bit of carefree abandon, and why not? Let's just try and get a goal, take something from this game. And I think that is what they're aiming for right now. Lazarchuk digs it out in front of her bench just to get it clear. Casey Trail, I don't know how she did that one from attack back to D. I didn't even see her get back there, she's so fast. Vicky Smith cutting across, disrupts the play, great interception there. Vicky plays it out wide left in front of her bench. Danielle Turnbull trying to get it clear. Smith as well once more. And again, she'll get it clear from Rachel Cartwright. This is a really strong shift there by Vicky Smith. Natalie Aldridge on the far side. She couldn't connect on that one. Turnbull carries it back in. She's got Abby McCourt up there with her. Takes it into the corner, but she was well marshalled by Abby Sylvester. McCourt again, trying to get it back clear. Aldridge will pick it off. Turnbull trying to also get back. Queen Bees breaking out so fast here. And then looks like Rachel Cartwright collides with one of the Whitley defenders. Couldn't see who it was. Is it Emma Painter perhaps? Isabel Eggington goes into the corner. And Turnbull, almost caught in possession, just gets it out the zone though. Takes it towards the Zamboni entrance, collects it herself, sends it out to Savannah Sumner. Emily Brennan, fresh off her bench, she will go on the forecheck to try and close her opponent down. And he almost did pick off that pass there, that clearance. And it's Chrissy Newman, who I think looks like she has played a deeper role in this second period, or is he just covering off maybe for Lafitte, who had pinched in on the forward position. It's a very fluid lineup though, so I think the players are adaptable in the respect that they can switch position mid-game and do a good job of it. Angela Kay getting the shot away. She'll have to turn on her heels and check back here. Doing well to leave Byram away from goal as the Queen Bees look to break there. Lafitte didn't hang on to it. Angela got a piece of it, but still with Lafitte. Sets up for Gale from the point. Cleared away. Clears the zone. Less than about 50 seconds to go now. To Steph Towns, who gets a shot away, but pressure coming in from Catherine Gale. I think it was who upended Steph there. And then a break played up to Lazarchuk. Poke check by Katie Trail. Now Gale gets a shot away. Kick save by Megan Craig. And then swept clear by Rachel Stockdale. Up along the boards now with a little over 20 seconds remaining. With Casey Trail once more. One last push. Come on, girls. Let's get a goal before the end here. Casey Trail trying to get round her play. She does. Oh, tried to go top corner, but gloved by Liberty Bird there. It was the moment with less than 11 seconds left on the clock that Liberty Bird with a smart stop. And it's just not been Whitley's afternoon, unfortunately. But you've got to give Liberty Bird full credit for that smart save there. It was she was equal to it. And we all know how good of a strike of the puck that Casey Trail is, so it's no mean feat. So the buzzer goes, that will end proceedings for this afternoon then. It's going to be a 12-0 win for the Queen Bees, a very well-deserved win. You'd have to say you can't take anything away from them. And every single player straight over to Liberty Bird there to congratulate her. Normal goalie Erin O'Brien, I think, was unavailable, and Liberty was very kind enough to step in at the last minute, I understand. Much like Ruby Newlands has done a similar job for the Guildford Lightning this season. So goal is a very rare commodity, and sometimes teams do have to help each other out, and it's nice to see as we get the post-game handshakes. But disappointing result, but a very strong and dominant performance this by the Queen Bees, who have, I think, put down a marker for the run-in towards the end of this season. I expect these to give Solihull a good game actually in the playoffs. Normally I would ask my co-commentator at this stage of the game who would be player of the game, I should say. Man of the match if it was the Warriors, of course. I'm going to have to answer that question myself. I think personally you could give it to one of four players, I think, on the blue line. It might sound a little bit odd when a team has spotted 12 goals. Very strong offensively, they've taken the chances, but I think really you'd have to say defensively they just never give the Beacons a sniff all game. I mean, you literally could pick any one of the four. I thought Marguerite Lafitte had an outstanding game. She looked to join the rush going forward every opportunity she got. I thought Ellie Wakelin really stood out back there as well, looked very composed back there. So I'd maybe give it to one of those two, and I think Liberty Bird maybe would have to be in the equation just for a shutout, and the fact that even with less than 11 seconds to go, she was still alert to make the save. For Whitley, well, it's not been the best of results for them, but it doesn't mean they didn't put the effort in. I thought Becky Castlewood had a strong game offensively. Steph Towns and Abby Coulshaw were back there helping out as well defensively. They put a solid shift in, even if the stats and the numbers didn't really reflect it. And Emma Painter and Angela Kay again were very good at the back, and it looks like it is going to be one of the defenders for the Queen Bees. Looks like Hannah Byram, number 2. So, well, I said one of the two there, and it's going to be Emma Painter. So I got one right, and I got a half right there on the Queen Bees. I did pick out one of the defenders.
it was one of the 4. And I did say that Angela Kay and Emma Painter were outstanding at the back. So, yeah, I'll take that. That's not a bad return for me. But, as I say, a disappointing result for the Beacons this afternoon. But the effort was certainly there. And I think they just were unlucky in that they caught the Queen Bees on a very, very good day. And they executed that dominance and a very well-deserved result and win for them, and we wish them a very safe journey back down to Bracknell or Slough or wherever they are indeed based these days. And I'm sure we will cross paths again later in the season, but best of luck to them. As I say, very well-deserved performance, and for Whitley, well, back in action next Sunday in Hull, and hopefully they can restore parity and get back to winning ways. But for now, I'd just like to thank every single one of you for tuning in, and we'll be back with you in a couple of weeks. Thank you.